Hi, everyone. I am Lauren Konkar-Sheehy, the Executive Director of the Garden State Film Festival, and this is Louie, my co-host. Today, we are here to talk about the Garden State Film Festival's 24th annual festival. We have 205 films from over 19 countries screening at over 9 different venues. And the awards dinner is how we end everything on Sunday, March 29th at the Ocean Place Resort in Long Branch. So get your dresses and your suits ready because we're ready for you. I'm so excited to be talking today to Melanie Lito with Acting Out, which is one of our high school films. Melanie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So I see that you started professionally acting at the age of 13 while attending a workshop in LA. How was that experience for you?
It was it was a really good experience for me. It's definitely not what I was expecting. I had went to this convention specifically for modeling. I have been modeling since I was about 6 years old, and this
Wow.
was me taking sort of the next steps for that. And they had an acting section, and my mom was like, "Well, if I'm gonna pay for this whole thing, might as well do acting, and if you don't like it, it'll make you a really good public speaker." So I was
Hmm.
like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'll try it. I had never done anything acting before. I had done a play in the past and I really liked it, but theater wasn't necessarily my biggest thing. Um and so I had to memorize a whole monologue for this acting and modeling convention, and I had to get up on stage in front of about 30 managers and agents and
Wow.
perform this monologue. And I had about a week before to memorize the whole thing, and I think it was about 3 minutes long. It was a pretty long monologue. And I remember being so nervous because I had a feeling I was gonna, forget it, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna even enjoy it. But then when I got up there, what I thought would happen happened. I forgot the whole monologue, but I improved for 3 minutes straight, and I loved it. I don't think I've ever had that much fun in my life just by improving a monologue in front of all these people. And I felt like it came very naturally to me, and I think just right then and there I fell in love with acting.
Wow, that's amazing. So I love that you had that experience because it goes to show you sometimes you think you know what you're supposed to do with anything. Like that example was you think you should have said verbatim the monologue, but really what happened was something inside you kicked on and you realized you have control and the power to just make that situation because you could have cried, you could have ran out, whatever. But I love that you used your own energy to just push through and make it what it is. And that made you a stronger person in the end. And that is so exciting. So, how did doing that allow you to branch out and make this short film on your own?
Well, so then after that, I there was the callbacks 2 days later to see who was interested. I got quite a few callbacks, but there was this one manager who I talked to that was interested, and she really stuck out to me. April Baker, she is now my manager, and she recommended she recommended doing acting classes. So I started doing acting classes with Deborah Lemon, and then after her, I went to John D'Aquino, and they do a Zoom movie challenge once a year.
Hmm.
And basically, it's where you do like a film and it has to be on Zoom. But me and one of my friends from the class decided that, you know what, I feel like it'd be cool if we like actually made a short film out of this. It doesn't just have to be on Zoom. Maybe it could be a short film, but we incorporate Zoom into it, to like make it our own thing. And so and then yeah, that we just started filming, and my coach John D'Aquino inspired me to start making films of my own.
That's so cool. And when I was watching it again, I forgot that this is a student film.
Yes, it is.
I know. I was like, wait a minute, what? That's really cool. And you should be really proud of yourself for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And tell us, what school do you go to?
I go to Hill Murray Private School.
And do you love it? Is there opportunities there for you to express a little more of the acting and everything?
Actually, there isn't. They do have theater, but in Minnesota, it's very hard to find acting classes out here or really anybody who does acting. It's a lot of sports,
Mm,
especially at the school I go to, a lot of hockey. Um, so I always, especially going there for as long as I did, there was never any film or acting classes. There was theater, and I took as many theater classes as I could.
mhm.
But it's definitely not one of their biggest priorities, unfortunately. But I do really love the school, and it has great education.
That's good. We noticed that also in New Jersey. We go to the New Jersey School Boards Association workshop each year. And when we do the breakout session, we know that more than half the room doesn't have a media or film or TV program. And it's so great for you to say it because I can keep saying it. But it's even better when we hear our students say, we need those programs, even if it starts off as a club so that there's something to do. So thank you for telling us that. And I'm even happier now knowing you're part of the Garden State Film Festival family. So if there's anything we can do to connect you with, acting and things like that, we have a movie music competition and also a screenplay competition. And the winning feature screenplay gets a live abridged table reading. So each year we're looking for different cast members for that reading. This year there's 5 or 6 people, but sometimes we have 25 people and we need to find those people. So we'll definitely keep you in mind, and hopefully we can provide some more networking for you to kind of branch out, because it is difficult when you have that urge and you want to do all these things and your area might not have the opportunity. So keep in touch with us. And but what was it like shooting the film? It was so great. You can tell us about the movie. I don't want to give too many things away, but it was really great seeing the one component and then the close-up shots of you and the other character. It was really good timing and good editing. What was your experience like doing all of that?
It was a very fun but also very problem-solving experience for me.
Mm.
So I mean, it was hard, especially for, the far away shots, just because my room is, I mean, I'd say it's a pretty medium-sized room, but, not with all the cameras and all the people and all the behind the
Mhm.
scenes. And it was really hard to make those shots work for sure, other than like the close-up ones, those were a lot easier. Um, but it definitely took a lot of problem solving and a lot of changing, even especially even close to when we were filming too. Like I was making multiple changes of like how I wanted the shots to look
Mm.
like the day before. And they're all like, "What we have?" I'm like, "Yeah, but if you think about it, I don't have a ton of room for all
Mhm.
these, far away shots, so we're gonna have to make something work." And we did. And it was, I mean, it was an amazing, amazing experience.
That's so good because your producing part of your brain has been activated. There's actors who are actors, and people will understand what I'm talking about, but actors might be upset. There's actors who are actors, and then there's actors who can also activate that producing part of the brain. And that's exactly what you did with the critical thinking skills and the problem solving and being the producer part and not just the actor on the other side. So I love that at such a young age you were able to establish what was going on and then fix whatever was needed, because it's live events, right? What are you going to do? If something comes up, if you need a bubblegum wrapper to fix whatever's going on, then you're going to figure it out. That is so cool. What was it like shooting in your house with everybody, but also with the other side of the camera? Like, did you find that you were doing a little bit more than what you thought? You weren't just acting. So what other roles were you doing?
So I was the writer, editor, and director and actor of this film.
And the editor too. So have you edited a lot of things? And as an editor, I know that some people hate editing, some people love it. So what were your thoughts having the control of what you thought this project was going to be and then physically manipulating it and making it what you wanted it to be?
It was definitely really hard. I feel like being able, even though that my straight focus is acting, I wanted to try everything so then I can become a better actor. So I have empathy for everyone else around me, not
Mhm.
just myself, because that's not, it's, I understand why it would be hard to work with actors who are strictly on acting. It's hard to move things around. It's hard to like, when things, cuz things happen on set, and you can't, it's not always just about the actor. It's about everybody else in the room and how it's going to work. So,
Mhm.
I think even though editing is not my specialty, I had a lot of fun doing it. I
Mhm.
took Adobe classes at Film North, which helped me a whole bunch. And then my um one of the guys that was helping me behind the scenes, Kevin, he also is an editor. And so he sort of like showed me everything I needed to know. So eventually in the end it was a lot of fun, but during it was so stressful. I was like there for hours just trying to figure out what I liked. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's very hard, but I mean, it lets you have some grace for those editors out there for sure.
That's great. People always say, "Oh, they'll fix it in post," and the editor's like, what?"
Yeah.
But that was so good. Also, you have another great learning experience where you've executed something from the idea through completion, but now being on all sides of the roles and especially editing, I think that you're going to look at your next project a little differently and then have more of a checklist of, just type of things that you might need that you're going to think about completely different than you have before.
Exactly. Yes.
Your emotion on screen was amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What was that like for you?
Surreal. It was surreal. It was definitely a hard character to play. It was very twisted in a way. I feel like I definitely had to do some character development before, a lot of it, especially
Mhm.
a lot of, active interrogation, which is something that John D'Aquino also taught me, which has changed my life as an actor. Um, so it definitely took a lot of studying on the character in order for me to get in character a lot easier.
Mhm.
Um, but then again, I think the most important thing about this film is like not getting too caught up in the character as well as myself,
Mhm.
because it is a very hard, especially some of the scenes in the film was very hard to play and very emotional.
Mhm.
Sometimes, you have to be able to get yourself out of it, kind of thing. But other than that, it was super fun to play Bianca. I mean, it was definitely new. I've never acted anything like that before, so it was really fun to get to, you know, be someone else.
I'm excited for everybody to see it because you're watching and you're like, "Wait, what? What? Huh?"
Yeah.
So it is a really great thriller. Acting Out is playing Saturday, March 28th. The block code is BC24 for the Berkeley Continental Room. It's 9:30 a.m. to 11:30. And are you going to be joining us?
I think so. I
Oh my
am.
God, I hope so. Okay, great. So Thursday night is Meet the Filmmaker. If you can attend, there's the step and repeat and red carpet will be set up on that day also. But Friday night at the gala, we're gonna have all the filmmakers come. I'm gonna be greeting you personally on the red carpet line. We'll take photos, and then we'll have the opening night ceremony and the opening night feature, The Legend of Juan Jose Mundo. Maybe no, that is correct. I thought I mixed it up. And then Saturday and Sunday, we have 42 different film blocks. So with your Filmmaker Parkway Pass, not only do you get to go to your screening, but you can go to any of the screenings. You should purchase your ticket for the Filmmaker Breakfast and the panel Everybody is going to be there. You don't want to miss that. And then if you're interested, Sunday at I think it's 10 o'clock in the Berkeley Oval Room, you just go upstairs to the right, is the screenplay competition reading. So
Okay.
that's going to be super cool. But as an actor, I think you would be interested in kind of hearing how it goes from pen to paper. And then for the first time, it's pretty emotional for the screenplay writer to hear everybody reading it out loud for the first time. It's like you get goosebumps. But we are so excited to have you, and we hope that you can join. Please tell your mom that she's a great mom for pushing you in the direction and having you try new things. And I can feel that you're going to have a great future. You have a lot of passion, and you're able to distinguish what you want to do and to execute things differently. And I think that we want to, keep in touch with you and see your progress and your success. And we can't thank you enough for thinking about the Garden State Film Festival. And we're so happy to be screening our high school films also. We're global. So we have 205 films from 19 different countries. And also our high school films, they're not all from New Jersey. They're not all from the United States. So we love that. So if you are wondering, how do you get tickets, Louie? Go to gsff.org and get your tickets today. I recommend, Melanie, you should do this and tell your mom. Go to our website under film info, download the listings at a glance. That's the bird's eye view showing we have over 42 events. So you can kind of see the venue at the top and the day of the week on the side and figure out what you want to go to. I actually print it out and circle everything that I need to go to. And it's an easy way to know, at this time I'm going here, I'm going there. But it's a super fun time. And we really can't wait to see you at the movies in Cranford, at the Cranford Theater, the beautiful Cranford Theater, and also Asbury Park. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you at the movies. Thanks. Bye.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.